Hi everyone, my name's Nicole and welcome back to A Thistle and Thread. And this, if you're new here, this is my fun little crafty creative YouTube channel where I talk about all the fun crafty goodies that I'm up to and that inspire me. And it's been primarily cross stitch, but I'm also incorporating my love for like things in fiber arts, and I'm sure I'll talk about other fun crafty things as we go on. And I also share little tidbits of my daily life as well here in the Adirondacks. So I hope you enjoy, and I'm so glad that you are here with me today. So I've kind of been starting the last couple of my videos, I think, kind of like with what I'm wearing. And I don't know if I said this, I believe this is my 4th Flosstube update video. I've gotten my... So for like the last couple videos, if I'm wearing something that I've made, I kind of go into it. And today I'm wearing something that I made. So I will tell you about it. So this is, let me stand up. So I made this crocheted poncho maybe like 2-ish years ago. And I actually made this for my mom, but I stole it out of her closet. Don't tell her. But yeah, so this is, I made this as a Christmas gift for my mom, and I absolutely love this pattern. I just think it is so fun. I'm very much into ponchos. I love to like just layer clothes on top of clothes, and ponchos are really easy because especially if you're new to crochet and you don't have like the sizing absolutely perfect or down yet, it's really hard to like mess up a poncho or something like oversized. So that's why I like to crochet these types of garments, because they're easy to layer, hard to mess up. So I layered it over a dress because it's chilly but it's so cute. It has like this fun fringe, so I got to make fringe on the bottom, and I forgot the name of this pattern, but I'll write it down below. I know I got it on Etsy, but you can kind of see the construction of it. So you can see there's a seam right here. So I basically crocheted just like a really big panel, and then you do like a asymmetrical like seaming type of situation to make the poncho, and then you can add the fringe on the bottom. And I love this yarn. I don't buy like a ton of acrylic yarn anymore, but my favorite acrylic yarn brand that I found is the Yarnspiration Caron cakes, and this is specifically a blossom cake. And I don't know if you can kind of tell, but it has like, it's called a halo if you're not like super into fiber arts, but it has this like really fluffy kind of halo situation, and it just makes it so super duper soft, very similar to merino wool, but almost a little softer. So this is the blossom cakes, and this is the color that I used, and this is the color, what is the color? I think the color is actually called Blossoms. So Blossoms, and it is just so nice and soft. I've made a couple things out of these yarns, so I have quite a few of them. Like I have this color as well, which is a more like brownish white neutral. Again, that fluffy halo. It's so soft. It's literally like a pillow. This color is Cabana. If you can see that without the glare. I'm sorry if my lighting's like a little weird today. The light's reacting with my eye, so I can't tell if it looks that good. But this is another color. Oh, isn't this so fun for like spring or summer? And this color is Tropical Blooms. Is it focusing? I can't tell. Oh, there we go. Tropical Blooms. So I have quite a few of these. I think I have even more colors than this. But these are super pillowy soft. You can get them at Michael's. I think they're rather inexpensive, and you get a good amount of yardage. Let's see. You get 481 yards of these. So I don't remember how many I specifically used for this. At least 2, I would say, to make this sweater. But I I love the Karen Cakes brand, especially if I'm buying acrylic. It's a blend of cotton, so it's 61% cotton, 39% acrylic. So very, very soft, very light. Makes a beautiful garment. You can get them from Michael's if I didn't say that already. I'm not sure. I think these colors are still out in the Blossom Cakes, but you'll have to look. So new to crochet, need an inexpensive but high quality yarn, check out the Karen brand from Yarnspirations. Blossom Cakes, baby, I love them. So since we're on the topic of crochet, I would like to announce that my crochet bug has come back, and I've just been really itching to work with my crochet hook. Because ever since I've discovered cross stitch these past couple of months, my crochet has kind of been on the back burner. But this week, man, it hit me like a ton of bricks, and I was like, I need to make something new. I need something that just gets me going. And I am making like a granny stitch poncho from the designer Hayhay Crochet. It's a free pattern, and it does have a video tutorial in the pattern as well. So I'll link everything down below, and I'll put the exact name of the pattern at the bottom of the screen, just in case you're interested in it, which you should be, because this designer I've made like multiple patterns from, and I love them. So this is a little granny square poncho. Oh my gosh, right now I could fit my dog, but it will fit me eventually. And I love it. Look at how stunning this yarn is. Oh my gosh. So this is from the brand, I don't know if I already said this, Quill and Quiver Fiber. And I go to the Adirondack like Wool and Arts Festival. I think that's what it's called. But they are usually at this fiber festival. And I am just absolutely obsessed with their yarn. Doesn't it almost look like watercolored? Like, it is just so stunningly beautiful. So stunningly beautiful. So this is, I don't think this yarn has a name, but it's from Quill and Quiver Fibers. It's made in Vermont, so fairly local to me. And I'm alternating between a couple different colors. And this is one of the project bags I'm using. This is from Hobby Lobby. Very cute. Has bees. I like these more like bucket style project bags if I'm using a good amount of yarn, just because it helps keep everything more organized than like a drawstring bag. So I'm alternating, like I said, between 3 different colors. So I have 2 skeins of this color, and again, these weren't like named anything. So it's this. So it's this beautiful, just stunning color. Oh my gosh. When I saw it, I was like, you got me, you sold me. I bought quite a few yarns from this buyer, because I believe it's a group of 2 women. They just dye things so beautifully. It is so stunningly beautiful. And then, so I'm using that color. I'm using this more bluish watercolored situation. So it's similar to the other one, but it's more bluish purple. And then the last one I'm alternating it with is, again, this is even more blue. So I'll put all 3 of them together in their skein so you can see. Isn't that so beautiful? Oh. So we have that, and then we have this beautiful like yellowish blue. So it's a nice, beautiful color progression. They blend so seamlessly together, and they just look amazing. And it's such like a nice, easy, fun pattern with really fun yarn that just keeps me going. So I'm really excited to finish this. Basically, you just keep doing the same stitch until it's like literally the size you want. You could add fringe to the end if you want, but I'm probably just gonna keep it plain. And I'm so excited for it to be done. Like, are you kidding? It looks like little flowers. Like, look at that. I didn't even notice like the granny score stitches actually make it look like flowers. So I'm very happy that this was the project to kind of get me really back into crochet, and I'm excited to keep working on that. And I like crochet because it's more easily transportable. I don't really like to bring my stitching with me places because I'm not like a organized stitcher. I am unorganized, so it's very easy for me to like lose threads and get everything everywhere. That's more of like an at-home craft for me. Crochet is just so easy to transport, especially if you're doing a smaller project. So I'm really excited about this one. So yeah, that's the crocheting. And now let's get into the cross stitch because I have quite a few cross stitch projects that I've gotten my hands on. Should we start with new starts? Whips? Let's start with new starts because I only have one. So let me go get them. So my only new start from the last couple weeks since my last Flosstube update has been the highly anticipated Extraordinary Bird Stitch Along by Lola Crow, and I'm so excited to be participating in this because this is my first Lola Crow Stitch Along. So I won't be getting that FOMO this year because I finally get to start it, and I'll put a little picture of what the frame looks like. But this is the start that I have so far. So I basically have gotten just the little spire done and one little section of it basically, but I'm really loving the blue that we're using. I did not expect the blue to be part of the frame, but I love it. And if you want to see me kind of like reacting to see the frame for the first time and just like how I start my cross stitch projects and just me starting this, go check out my last weekend vlog that I just posted, because all of that good stuff is in there. So I'm really loving working on this. I think it's so fun. I've really only had like one or two like stitchy nights on this, but I'm very much enjoying it, and I love the overall vibe. It gives me like Victorian circusy vibes. Like I feel like this is something you would see in The Greatest Showman. So I'm very much enjoying working on this project, and I have my little chicken needle minder because to me a chicken is an extraordinary bird. So the first two birds that are a part of this aviary is a little barn owl and something called a Dracula parrot, which I love because she also releases with, I guess each part she'll release like a little explanation of the birds and like little features. And for the Dracula parrot, its feature is that it's creepy cute, and I love that. So I'm loving working on this project so far, and I'm excited to see everything else that comes out. But that aviary frame is the first thing on my list to accomplish. Oh, before I like move into the next project, I should talk about like what I'm stitching this on, because I'm not doing the called for. The called for was, I believe, like Sandbar by Bestitch Me, but I am doing, this is, I believe, a 36 count Blue Moon from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Rolanda, and I'm loving it. It's a very light, I'm not being a good demonstrator right now, but it's a very light mottled blue. You can barely even tell, and I think it looks really nice so far, so I'm loving it. So sticking with the same theme of stitch alongs, I'm going to go into just the stitch alongs that I've already been actively working on and kind of in the midst of. And the one I'll show you first is the one I've been working on the longest, which is the Fantastical Greenhouse Stitch Along from Tiny Modernist. And I believe since my last video, part 3 has come out. So we're starting to see the upper layers of the greenhouse, but me, myself, and I'm still working on part 2, which is totally okay. I do not expect myself to keep up with this 100% fully, but I have been making active progress each month, which is so nice. And would you look at that? I just think it is so mesmerizing. It's stunning. So I honestly can't remember how much I've gotten done since the last time we've talked, but I have been very much working on part 2. I know I've gotten a lot of the white frame done. If I turn my light up, let's see how this looks. Does it look a little bit better? I think you can see the colors a little better. Okay, so I've been working more on this white frame and just kind of getting all the fill in. So I believe this block is completely done, which is really exciting. And this little gnome one is almost done. But it looks so good. I love it. And this is gonna be like the end of the one side. It's gonna say, I believe it's gonna say find your happy place, but it's almost done. I'm so close to being done with part 2. I just need to really put in like a couple more good hours and then I can start part 3, which is so beautiful because it's like starting to angle the greenhouse on the top. And I just love it. And I'm pretty sure Lindy Stitches posted it was like unicorn day or something the other day. I should have stitched on this because this has a unicorn, but I wanted to do other things, of course, but I just love my progress on this so far. I am stitching this with everything that's called for. So I believe it's the 32 count Nessie from Picture This Plus is the linen, all the DMC. I'm like struggling holding these things up today and like keeping them flat. But I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. And every time I add more and more, it just comes more to life. And I'm so happy with it. I'm happy that this was the first stitch along that I decided to join, and it's one of my absolute favorite designers. It's so whimsy and precious, and I can't wait to put this on my wall when it's complete. So this is my progress on Fantastical Greenhouse. A lot of you have been very interested in my progress, and I honestly haven't been seeing like a ton of people stitch on it. So I'm happy to spread the love with this project because it is just stunning. It has everything you ever want. Mythical creatures, plants, mushrooms, a fun color palette. So you should join. You should join in on the fun because it is just amazing. Next on my stitch along whip docket situation is my Nature's Journey stitch along by Sprouting Lupine. That's in the Just Cross Stitch magazine. You can get the first part in the spring 2025 edition, and this is my progress. So I haven't made a ton of progress. I've really just been working on this flower. I believe it's a cherry blossom, but I could totally be wrong. But I'm absolutely loving the color palette with this one. I'm loving the ombre pinks to whites. I just think it's so much fun. And I'm doing this. This fabric is, again, this is called for. And it's 28 count Lugana, my first Lugana. And I'm liking it. It's nice. It's thicker than linen, but it's very sturdy, and the weave is like super even, which I think Lugana and even weave, are they comparable? I don't know, but you can tell she's more even than linen. And I love it. I love the green that's in the center. I love how the colors are popping off this light mottled green fabric. I'm so excited to make even more progress on it. There's a little bird's nest at one point with little tiny eggs in it, and I think that's what I'm most excited for. It's just I have so many different projects going. I haven't spent as much time on her, but when I do, she just makes me fall in love. I'm obsessed with her. And I've seen a lot of people doing very creative things. I've seen people like only stitching certain motifs or making it into a biscornu if they don't want to do the whole thing, or making it into like totally different shapes too. And I just think that's so creative and fun. So you go guys. There's a lot of you on Instagram that I've seen, so I couldn't possibly shout all of you out. But I'm loving doing it the traditional way. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to get on to the other motifs. So that is all of my stitch alongs, and stitch alongs are fun. They're not causing me too much anxiety, which is good because I have to adjust myself. They're not causing me too much anxiety, which is really nice, because at first I was like, I'm staying up to date with these, and you know, I'm gonna be productive. I'm going to accomplish those goals, because I am honestly a people-pleasing overachiever. But it's been a very good lesson for me to learn patience and practice forgiveness with myself and just kind of find the joy in the project and not just like working on it to reach a specific goal. So now I've gotten to the point where I am okay that I'm not done with part 2 yet. I'm just enjoying the process. I'm just enjoying it. And I'm working on it when I'm inspired, and when I do work on it, I get sucked in, which is nice. So I'm loving the stitch along situation. I don't think I'm gonna join another one unless one like really catches my eye. I was considering that tiny modernist like spring vintage cuckoo clock situation, but I'm gonna stick to these. I'm gonna make progress on the ones I have started, and unless one really catches my eye, I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna practice moderation, which I'm not good at, so teaching myself all these different life lessons. So another whip that I put a little bit of progress into, not a ton, but a little, and progress is still progress, was my Swamp Magic whip by Flossy Fox Co., I believe. And I love this one. I love this one. So I've only just put a tiny little bit of detail. It's looking like a dragon now. It's not just a lizard. I believe I've basically completed the dragon except for its little fingernails. So it still has just like cute little hands and feet right now. No sharp long nails. And it has one wing because I was missing like one of the purples. So I did go and get the purple, but it just has one wing right now. So it's not a lizard, it's a dragon. Oh, I love it. So I've just put in a little bit of detail here. So I think I did a little dragonfly. I did a little sparkle little situation. And I just put a little bit of time into it. Little bit of time. But it's looking so cute and I'm loving it. And I like on the Etsy shop, this is traditionally on a more like brightly colored fabric, or I believe Aida. You can usually get like more fun colorations, I feel, in Aida, but I wanted to keep her neutral because it's a very bright color palette and I want it to go on, I want to have it framed in my room. So I was like, since it's a brighter palette than I'm used to, I'll stick with a more neutrally based. So I went with, it is a 32 count flax Belfast linen. And it's looking great. And I'm loving it. I'm loving just putting a little stitches in every here and there. I thought I would honestly be enjoying this more, but other projects are kind of drawing my attention more, which is unfortunate, but I'm making some progress. And it's looking really cute. And I think once I make even more progress and more things start to come to life, I'll be drawn to work on this more. Like there's a really cute pond with little ducks and it has a mallard in it, and I'm a sucker for a mallard. So I think once I get to that, which isn't that far away, I will want to be working on this more. But it's looking very cute and precious, and I'm loving that I'm branching out into a style I don't typically go for, because, and it's like Flossy Fox Co. is very much, it reminds me of like the Harvest Moon video game. If you used to play that, if you were like a like 90s or early 2000s baby, it's very much that similar whimsy style. So it's very nostalgic, but I'm glad I'm branching out into it. So that is, oops, it's getting a little twisted. That is Swamp Magic. I'm loving it. I'm loving the progress I'm making. I feel like the dragon needs a little name. She's giving me like Lily vibes. Or I feel like it needs something cuter. It needs a cute name. I love to name things after food. So what should it be? Leave me some comments down below what I should name the little dragon. But yeah, that is Swamp Magic, baby. And I have my little cutie kitchen witch needle minder, mad for minders. Can never go wrong with them. Ooh, what should I start next? Oh, I'll start with the whip I got a lot of progress on. And that is, I've been in like a very much spooky mood lately, which, I mean, I'm always in a spooky mood. I can always stitch on something Halloween or witchy, but I've been really trying to, you know, get some stuff done. And so this is Halloween Rules by, there's a bit of a glare, Lizzie Kate, and I'm loving it. I am loving this pattern. So I'm gonna frame it exactly like so. I'm envisioning putting it like up against my fireplace mantle come Halloween season. So I've had a journey with this one. So I finished the words. So it says Halloween. Let me bunch the fabric up a little bit better. So it says Halloween, and I did the little black border, and I started working down to the tree, and I did the tombstone. And once I was done with the tombstone, I was like, yes, oh, I'm seeing progress. It's looking really good. But then I started to do the grass, and I was like, something doesn't seem right. I don't think the grass is even gonna touch the tombstone. So then I kind of like backtracked my work a little bit, and I realized my tree I miscounted, and it's not tall enough. And now the tombstone is super high, and I have to pick all of it out. So I'm not excited that's why I'm just kind of waiting. I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna like stitch the grass all the way through, because I was also getting paranoid that my border, like the black border, wasn't a straight line. So I like took a ruler to it, and I think it's okay. But with that tombstone mess up, I was like, is that messed up too? Like, I've spent so much time on it already. But I think it's okay. I'm just gonna stitch the grass and maybe work on the other tombstones. And then once I'm like inspired and I'm motivated, then I'm gonna pick that puppy out and like the parts of the tree that I have to. But I just hate frogging things with fancy floss because it's more expensive, and sometimes the dye lots are different. I just don't like it. But you know, that's part of the process, and it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. But I love this project, and I'm so excited to have it. I'm loving the variegation. Like, look at how good the words look. Oh, it's stunning. And I have a cute little haunted mansion needle minder with the hitchhiking ghosts. It's scrumptious. It's absolutely scrumptious. But I did have to set it down once I realized I made kind of like a big mistake, and it's gonna take me, you know, some time to pick it out. I was like, okay, miscounted. So that was one of my spooky projects I've been working on. And I was also like, you know, since I've worked on Halloween Rules, let's get out another classic one for me. The Silhowitches Quaker. Let's take her out of the package so she doesn't have a glare, and you can appreciate her beauty. Silhowitches Quaker. I love this one. I've always been super drawn to this pattern. I love the monochromaticness. Like, you do have those pops of beautiful green, but I've never really worked on like a mostly monochromatic sampler. And it's so fun, but it's 40 count, and I'm getting better at 40 count. I really am. My eyes are more adjusted to working with linen since I've been working with linen for a good amount of time now. But it's just not my favorite. And when you mess something up in this, like, then you gotta really use your brain to kind of like think of placement of things, because if I'm spending a lot of time, like I know I have like a mess up here, I'm not gonna pick it out. I'm just not. So I'll show you my progress. Let's put this, I don't know if I'll need a board. Okay, so this is all, ooh, whoops. So this is all I have done so far. I'm almost done with a quarter of a page. I'm almost done. That's good. Here, let's put this on the board actually, because it might make it a little bit more neat. Okay, it's nice to have that like hard background behind it. Okay, so I believe the last time I saw you, I was working on the vampire, and I was like, he's just a man in a cape right now. He's not spooky or scary. But I have never really done like half stitches before, so I really want to make sure I'm reading the pattern correctly and know what I'm doing. And I haven't taken the time to like really look that up yet. So he's still a man. But I was like, okay, I'm going to start working on the more Quakery motif. So I put some work into this one since the last time you saw it. And what else? So yeah, I did this, and then I started to do a little pumpkin, which I'll show you on the chart so you can see. So I started to do that little pumpkin because I was like, okay, is it that pumpkin? Yeah. Because since I messed up this and I kind of had to use my brain to position things to make it look a little bit more even, I wanted to start working on something where I wouldn't have to use my brain. I know this motif is correct, so I was like, okay, put it here. I spent like, I don't know, half a movie working on him maybe, which it's small, but it's deceiving because it's tiny little stitches on this 40 count, and he was wrong. Had to pick him out. You can kind of tell right there. So that frustrated me because again, I don't like picking things out. It looks so good, but this past week was like the week of mistakes because I've made a lot of cross stitch mistakes, and some I keep in, but some I just have to take out. So that's been my progress on that. Not much, still some. I'm staying optimistic, but the 40 count is kind of, it's testing me. It's testing me. It's not as easy as other counts. So when I made the mistake on this, it was like, I don't know, like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Stepped away. I was like, I don't need to get frustrated anymore. And I moved to my tried and true after a couple of hours, and I was like, I still want to, you know, get my hands on things. I moved back to my tried and true project, the ultimate palette cleanser for me, and it may honestly be my favorite project I've got going, is the Il mio rifugio segreto, or My Secret Refuge by Cuore e Batticuore. And I love this mountainy alpine pattern. Cuore e Batticuore has so many fun patterns that are very similar to this one. I also have the Country Oasis of Peace one, which is more like gardening vibes. And after I'm done with this one, you know I'm cracking that other one open immediately. I'm gonna kit it up and work on it, especially for summer. I would like to have this mostly done by summertime. Is that a lofty goal? I don't know. So let's take this out of the hoop so you can see, because I've made a lot of really good progress on this one. Probably the most progress that I've made on a project. Where did I just set my little magnet board? Hold on. Okay, are you guys ready to see this one? Because I just will stare at it because it looks so good. I love it so much. Oh, so I got the words, like My Secret done. Oops. Okay. I got My Secret done. I have them little hanging motifs basically done, except for like the flower fill-in and like the back stitching, but it's looking so, oh my gosh, it's looking so good. So good. Move my hair. And I started the cuckoo clock, and it's just really coming to life. I love it. And I'm honestly, I mean, it's not like 50% of the way done yet, but I'm seeing an end. I'm visualizing a finish coming soon. And I know it's going to be this year because I'm going to put the time and the effort into it because I just love this project so much. So the little cuckoo clock I'm really excited to be working on, but I've put kind of a lot of time and effort into this one. So I'm thinking, like the cuckoo clock looks like that. I'm thinking I'm gonna want to start moving down into the bottom half of this section, like with the cow and the girl. So I'm gonna have to like work my way through that because I want to, you know, keep making progress. And I'm trying to, because there's a lot of fill-in for some things, like the cuckoo clock has fill-in and like the sign has fill-in. So I'm trying to do like the outlines of things so that I'm seeing more things take shape like quicker. So that kind of motivates me to keep up with it. And that's been really nice. I've been really enjoying it. I was gonna start like working on this little heart at the top of the cuckoo clock and work up because I really want to like get to that little jar of jam like so badly, but I misplaced the color red that I need for this. I know it's somewhere in my project bags because I've been like stealing it for other things. I think it's in like my Fantastical greenhouse project bag, but I have not gone up yet with it. But I know, I think I don't know, maybe I'll go up so I can get to that little jar of jam. But it looks so good, and it's I'm just so excited to see what it looks like when it's fully done, because this will be like my first bigger finish, I'm thinking, unless I get like really into something else and I start like crazy stitching that. But I've only ever like completed smalls before, besides actually, I mean, my Christmas Lindy Stitches one was pretty big, but I don't know. I'm so excited. I can't wait. And it's so me. And I can't wait to see it on the wall. Oh, I love it. I love this designer. She has such amazing patterns, and like she has really cute ones with gnomes. I have a couple of them, and like little farm patterns. And I feel like she's going to be my designer of the summer. Because I think I'm definitely going to start doing a lot of her patterns in the summer because they're just so summery and just like my vibe. So that's Secret Mountain Refuge. What is it called? My Secret Refuge. And I love it. It's so stunning. It's so stunning. So I believe that is actually all of my whips. I think, yeah. So I have 3 stitch longs, couple of whips, got a nice variety of spooky and nostalgic and homesteady. So it's a nice variety that I have going, and whimsy. So I'm loving it, and I'm so happy I got my hands on some little crocheted bits. I haven't, usually if I have like a more of a larger haul, I'll do more of a bigger haul video just so that these are a little bit smaller. But I did get my new Bumblebee Acres Magic Kingdom yarn in the mail, so let me go get that to show you. So some of you may know, last year I had like a year-long crochet project where I was in a yarn club that each month was inspired by like a Disney ride, and that was from Fangirl Fibers. She discontinued that collection, so I joined the Bumblebee Acres Farm Magic Kingdom yarn club that's monthly, and I'm going to be starting another yearly project with that yarn. And it's another Disney inspired blanket, which I love. I love Disney. I got married there. I've been going there for years. My whole life, basically. So the first month, which was February, was the castle, Magic Kingdom Castle. So beautiful, like white colorway with just like specks of gold and some variegation with like blue and pinks. Very beautiful. And I just got the March colorway in the mail. And if you want to see me opening that package when I got it, again, check out my last vlog I posted because that's in there and it was super fun. And this month was Dumbo. Oh my gosh, I love this. I don't have any yarn that's like this, that goes from like one color to another, like an ombre effect. I love this yellowish to the red to the blue. I love it. So that's Dumbo, and it comes with a little explanation of the Dumbo ride and just like the movie, and it comes with a really cute sticker. So that is the one little thing that I got since the last video. I still haven't decided my blanket pattern that I'm gonna be using. It's always so hard for me to choose like a pattern that I really want to do, and I've been just like searching on Ravelry, and I think I've decided, but I've also been debating, do I like just start another garden party blanket like I did last year? But that's the easy thing to do. I want, you know, something with some variety. So I will be starting that soon, especially now since I got my little crochet bug back. But that is all the haul, I guess. So before the end of the video, I just really wanted to shout out a couple channels and specific videos that I've been very much into lately, and just kind of like spread the love to other creators on here. And the first channel that I really wanted to shout out was Shannon at Stitching Shan. I have been, I'm dropping stuff. I have been absolutely loving all her videos. I've been binge watching them. She has, how many videos does she have? 16 videos, and her channel's amazing. I love all the patterns that she chooses and the way that she finishes things, and just her overall energy is super duper fun. So go check her out. And who else? Who else have I been watching? I've been loving Paper Crane Yarns, and I've been, because I'm very much into, I love seeing like the Flosstube stuff and like more fiber arts content, but I love a vlog. I love a vlog. I love to learn more about other people's lives. And I love Ashley from Paper Crane Yarns, her vlog series that she does. She's done Vlogtober a couple times, and I honestly go back and rewatch them like all the time because they're just so like comforting and warming. And like her whole aesthetic and just like how she lives her life is just very similar to, I feel like, my life. And I feel like if we lived close, we'd be like really great friends. So I've been just loving watching her channel. Go check her out for sure. And who else? Thread Gremlins released a new video. I've been steadily working my way through their content, and again, I'm obsessed with their banter. They are absolutely amazing. Their new videos, iconic, and I love seeing the progress they're making on their stitch along Siege of the Bunny Castles, I believe it's called. It's just super fun, and I love their creativity, and I also love how different that they are. So they really just bring like different personalities and energies and just ideas to the stuff that they're showing. It's chef's kiss. I love it. Absolutely also been loving watching Cross Stitch the Globe. It's Allison and Stephanie, and I love their videos. They post such a, sorry, I'm looking down at my iPad, but they post such like a interesting variety of videos that I really don't see anywhere else. And I love that diversity of content, and it's just super interesting stuff as well. Like I love just seeing like all the free patterns and the vintage haul stuff, and I've been getting like super into eBay, like just browsing eBay and seeing all these vintage patterns. I've just been loving their videos. They put out a lot of great content. They're very consistent with their videos, and it's good quality stuff, baby. I love it. So last but not least, I wanted to announce the winner of the Happiness is Homemade 2025 Needlework Market Cookbook. Yay! Thank you so much to everyone who commented, liked, subscribed, entered to win. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and I'm sure I'm gonna do more giveaways in the future. So I'm gonna post the name of the individual who won right here. Woo! I have not spun the wheel yet, but I'm going to spin it after this video, and I will put the name right here for who won. So congratulations to the winner. And if you can email me at thistleandthreadyt@gmail.com, let me know, hey, I won this, Woo! And then we can go back and forth and exchange information, and I will ship this out to you. So yay, it's so exciting. I am so happy for you. So thank you guys so much for being here with me today for my 4th video. It was so much fun. I love filming these. Please leave me a comment down below, really about anything. I love talking to you guys. It's been so lovely to really get to know some of you, and it's just been the best time ever. And this weekend I have some fun plans, so I'm honestly gonna try to film a vlog like once a week, because I think they're so super fun, and it's been kind of nice for me to have as well. I can kind of like look back and see the things I've done. So please check out my last vlog if you haven't. It's been so super fun to make them. Honestly, dare I say, like one of my favorite videos to make. It's been really fun. I have like fun little outings that I did. Like we went out to eat for my brother-in-law's birthday. We went to a craft fair, and I baked some sourdough goodies, and it's just like sharing a little bit of snippets into my life, give you guys a little bit more variety of content, and just like learn and connect with me a little bit more. So I want to try to do one of those like once a week. So this weekend I'll be filming another one, and that'll be out to you guys beginning of next week. So thank you guys so much for being here with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.